Hello. Welcome everybody to this belly dance tutorial today. I'm so glad that you could join me. I thought today it might be fun to practice some lovely kind of gooey movements on one hip. A lot of times in belly dance classes we forget about these great movements, and we'll practice them and then string them together into a nice combination. So if you've gone ahead and warmed up, done some stretches, we'll go ahead and get started. So the first move I'm going to share with you today is called the one-legged hip circle. And it's just kind of, as you would imagine, I've also heard it called bicycle hips. So ready? You join along with me. We're going to put one foot forward. And for this exercise today, there are lots of different arm patterns you can do. But let us go ahead and put one arm out and one arm above the head with the palm flipped. Yeah? So this just adds for a nice body frame so that you can really see that lovely hip work. So what we're going to do is bend down, push the hip out, and forward, drawing a circle with those hips. Our abs still stay engaged, and we just circle around. So again, this should feel nice, relaxing. Good. So just enjoy the movement of working through that hip. And you can always do forward and back as well. So keep that in mind. Definitely you can practice the other way. But this one's just a lovely move. It's a great one if maybe you're doing more activity and then you sink the hips down and work on that beautiful vertical plane. Let's do a few more this way. Good. And remember, you can play around with this, making it a bit bigger, but always returning back to center. Good. Let's try that on the other side, shall we? So again, we have our lovely frame. For this one activity, we like to turn our torso towards our front, so we show off our beautiful face. You know, we're not closed to our audience. So let's go ahead and get that started on the other side. Back to front, back to front. Scoop it down and up. And for my more experienced dancer friends, you can feel free during this movement and also the horseshoe style hips we're going to do next. If you want to challenge yourself a bit, see if you can lift that toe off. A lot of this movement comes from our obliques, our ab muscles, right up in here. So if you're ever looking for a challenge or you want to get stronger, that is a great option that I invite you to explore. Good. So let's circle. Let's do about 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Shaking out your arms and legs. Your hips, you'll feel that a lot probably on the standing leg. So yes, that's our bicycle hips or one-legged hip circle. Back to front. Let's try some horseshoe hips. So we'll go back to our first hip that we started on. And then we'll take once more. We'll be using this frame shape for today's class. So again, we're going to go with that front foot on the toe. Now for horseshoe, we're going to drop it front and drop it back. Front and back. Yeah. And this can again be more percussive if you like, giving it a big drop, drop, or you can keep it a little bit softer. That is totally fine. It's up to you. This is just a fun combination to spark your practice. And I applaud you for fitting in some practice today. So again, for my more intermediate folks, see if you can bring that foot up in passe. Drop, drop, drop. Dropping from one side to the other, using those obliques. Good. Let's just do a few more and then we'll do the other leg for 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Nice job. Shake out those legs. Let's try that on the other side, okay? All right, foot on the toe, body in that beautiful frame. And then we begin dropping front and back, front and back, front and back. And again, if you want to make it softer, a little more lift, but do try to stay away from, with most of your hip work, a lot of bobbing, unless that is a stylistic choice. So drop it front. It's all in the party's in the hips, right? Good. If you want, you can lift that foot on the toe. You might find one side a little bit harder than the other. Drop, 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 and drop. Good. That's challenging, right? 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Nice job. Shake out those legs. Maybe give yourself a little shimmy. Nice job. So that one is our horseshoe hips, or hip drops front and back, adding that lovely accent. So let's go back to side one, and we're just going to go through a couple more movements before we string them together into a combo. So front foot is forward. This one you may be more familiar with. We're going to practice the drop kick. So again, hands can be one up, one out to the side, or sometimes I like to frame the hips, as my first teacher lovingly called this the butt cup. So, boo, framing those beautiful hips. So, drop, kick, right? But this is such a great opportunity to keep that lovely stance, keep those tummy muscles in, feeling strong. Drop, kick, drop, kick, drop, kick. Good. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. So we'll do the other side, but again, if you are brand new to the drop kick and you're struggling with it, I suggest starting just with that drop, and then just every other one, you just keep everything the same really, and then you just kick that foot. As I told you before, this is a great exercise to just work on dropping through the obliques, maybe putting that foot in passe, because the kick is really just an accent but doesn't influence the hips at all. So sometimes the biggest mistake I've seen people who are new to this will be they make it a thing, and then it throws the hip off because they're so concerned about where the leg is going. So remember, hips first for this one. Let's try that on the other side. Arms out, or your butt cup. Drop, kick, kick. So all your weight for this is pretty much on that supporting leg, so that hip can be free to move. And again, if you're more experienced, try to drop it without that foot touching. Woo! I don't think I've ever done drop kick completely on one leg. That's a new one. Drop, kick, drop, kick. Good. Good. Let's just do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Shake it out. Boy, these one-legged hip work type movements really are good for building strength, but also getting the heart rate up. So just one more movement, and then we'll add a couple fun things to make it a combination. Let's go back to hip side number 1. So for side 1, we're going to do a horizontal figure 8, and it's going to be back to front. And in this context, on one hip, back to front for me, this is my back, this is my front. So when I say horizontal figure 8, back to front, I mean scoop to the back, come in, scoop to the front, come in. So just give this a try. Don't worry about your arms too much, though you certainly can keep your lovely frame here. That's what we'll be using for our combination. So through, push, push. And I am using that foot in the front leg, that leg just a bit. But as you can see, We're still standing sideways. We still want to keep those inner thighs somewhat together. The last thing we want is something where we're opening out that way to the front. That is not typical rock sharky style belly dance. So we lift back and front. This key to this movement is a lot of nice deep knee bend. Remember to breathe. Once you get the hang of it, this can be super fun. And again, can be done very slow, languidly, or a little more medium fast as I'm kind of demonstrating here. Great. All right, let's try side 2. So once you're ready, nice knee bend. You can notice how nice of a deep knee bend I've got here. We scoop it back and front, 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 right? Back and front. You may find one side way easier than the other. One great thing about these types of movements, this type of hip work, is it will point out to you really quickly maybe some imbalances in the body, which is not a bad thing. We all got it, but it helps you work a little bit on correcting those. And again, for my more advanced people, whoa, see if you can do this on the ball. That was a hard one. So smooth, smooth, push, push. And again, I'm going kind of fast. If you're struggling with this, remember back to front, front to back, back to front, front to back. Push and push, push and push. Do your best. Push and push, push and push. Good. Nice job. Nice thing to practice. Good job. I'm feeling that in my lower body right away. Okay, so as a quick recap before we put those together in our combination, we have done so far, we started out with our hip circle, back to front. I'll show them all on this one first side, right? Remember that. And then we went into horseshoe hips, front, back. Yep, and again, for my intermediate folks, try to pick up that foot into passe, right at the ankle. Then from there, we went into drop kick, yep, beautiful. And then lastly, we did those figure eights. Once again, back to front. Slightly more tricky, but fun variation. So we're going to string these together into a lovely combination, and this combination does travel forward, so I may have to back it up, but I don't want to. I want you to see. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to start on side 1, and our hands will be in that lovely frame we've been working with, and then from here we'll begin with of those circles, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8. Ending in a nice kind of home position, ready to go. From there, we're going to do those horseshoe hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I consider that 4, considering front and back is 1. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so 8 counts. From there, we'll do our drop kicks. Drop, kick, repeat, drop, kick. So 8 counts again, 4 drop kicks, and then we'll go into our figure eights. 1, 2, these are much slower. 5, 6. So for those, that last sequence, it's 2 counts per half. So it'll be back to front and back to front total. From there, our front leg is ready to go. We're going to add a little shake with our shoulders. Our arms are already in a lovely diagonal. We're going to point, and I invite you, this combination, once you get the hang of it, to really think about the arms, maybe add a little body tilt towards that leg. So we're going to point and point, so other way, point and point. So 4, point touches. We'll bring in that foot. And then from here, because we started on this side, which is my right, we're going to, so we did point, last point, and we're going to learn a move called passe. So you're going to take, oh, you already probably know it because I showed it earlier. So we're going to lift that foot up. I like to put the hands in a beautiful V, lift the foot up, cross, down, face the diagonal, and we're ready to go with side 2. So running through side 2 real quick, and then we'll just run the whole combination. We start off with those circles. 4, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Horseshoes next. 7, 8. More experience. Bring that foot up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Drop kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From here, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, passe. That's side we're working. Passe, lift, cross the foot, pivot around, and pose. So it doesn't travel a ton. It mostly travels during your step touches. And you, as you do those, to try to keep it underneath the body, not moving too far forward. I love to travel, so I'm always like, whoa, but typically belly dance, at least in the more traditional sense, doesn't travel, at least in rock sharky style. Maybe some Lebanese style does travel more, but that's a whole other story. All right, shall we try it together? So here we go. I'll come a little closer, but try to keep it under wraps. Here we are. So let's start here. Starting on this side. 5, 6, 7, 8. Scoop for 4. 4, 2, 3, 2, and 1. And front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back, and drop, kick, drop, kick, drop, kick, drop, kick, and back to front, back to front, step, out, 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 and lift, turn, around, get ready, 2, and around, and 2, and 3, and 4, and drop, 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 kick, drop, kick, kick, drop, kick, drop, kick, and scoop, scoop, and scoop, and point, point. 4 of these, point, and point, bring it in, and passe, arms around, through, one more time each way, and scoop, 2, 3, and 4, front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back, and drop, kick, drop, kick, kick, drop, kick, figure 8, figure 8, figure 8, figure 8, point that toe, shake, and shake, shake, and shake, bring it in, passe, and turn, turn, prepare, and scoop, 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 and front, back, front, back, front, back, front, drop, kick, and drop, kick, drop, kick, drop, kick, drop, kick, and 2, figure 8, 3, and 4, stick that leg out, shake, 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 bring the foot in, passe, and around, around, and around. Yay, I hope you enjoyed that. Definitely put on your favorite music, give it a try. It's a really fun combination to work on that one-legged hip work, some really pretty body directions, and even you get a little passe. So, enjoy. I apologize if my camera, sometimes it likes to be finicky on me, but I enjoy doing that with